What's going on, YouTube? It's Andy the Parrot Picker. Welcome to What Sold Wednesday. This is my eBay and Poshmark sales update video for the past couple weeks. Today is August the 16th. It's a Thursday. I took today off to work on my business. We've been working a lot of 12-hour days, 11 and a half, 12-hour days lately at work. I need a break. I got to get caught up on some things. I'm getting really far behind. I'm a very organized individual. When I start getting a backlog of stuff, I start to feel overwhelmed, and I do not like that. So anyway, guys, a little about me. I'm a part-time eBay reseller. Like I said, I do work a full-time job Tuesday through Friday. Mondays, I typically do these sorts of videos. I have a Making Money Monday video series that I put out where I share a lot of the stuff I sell over on eBay and Poshmark. I mostly sell men's clothing, but I do a lot of hard goods as well. I also sell on OfferUp, LetGo, Facebook Marketplace, anywhere I can basically make a dollar or two. But anyway, guys, if you have any questions or comments for me, please feel free to leave them in the comments section below. Like I said, I think I picked up about 50 items that I'll take and share with you today. I'll tell you why I picked them up, what I paid for them, maybe a little about them, and maybe share a BOLO or two with you guys. So anyway, grab a cup of coffee or a cold beer, whatever, whatever time it is when you guys are taking and watching this video. Sit back, relax, and like I said, if you got any questions, comments, please feel free to hit me up down below in the comments section, or you can hit me up on Instagram. I go by parrothead_picker on over there. You can DM me. Feel free to ask me questions there. I also share some things a little more in my personal life. I love craft beer, smoking cigars, just other stuff, and I do share some things that I don't share here on in these videos. So anyway, guys, we'll jump into it, and I will show you some of the stuff we sold over the past couple of weeks. I sold this Prince tennis racket. Now I can't remember if I featured this in my last Making Money Monday video that I put out. I think it was 64 or 65. I think 64 was. Gosh, it was probably Hardgoods, and I think 65 I did clothing and shoes. I think I did a Hardgoods and hats and clothing and shoes video. I separated them. I've been extremely busy lately. I haven't been getting these videos out as regularly as I would like. So anyway, but I don't think I shared this one in that one. But anyway, this is a Prince tennis racket cover. These tennis racket covers actually go for some pretty decent money. If you can find like Prince, Bob-a-Lot, Head, stuff like that, they go for pretty decent. If you can find the multi-racket covers, those do really well. Where they hold, multiple rackets, obviously. Them do decent. But this one here was light enough to ship first class. I think I paid only $1 for this. So it was able to ship in a just a poly mailer, which was really nice. So I made it probably about, after everything was all said and done, about 15 bucks off this little cover. So not too bad. Just this is Maria Sharapova Prince. This obviously, I'm sure some girl bought this. It's pink and gray, but anyway, yeah, just a nice racket cover bag, whatever you want to call it. So you guys kind of keep an eye out for those. Up next, okay, the reason I'm sharing this is pretty much I don't pick these up anymore. It's just one of those items that I sold, so I just figured I'd share it with you. I'm only getting about $18.49 out of these anymore. I used to get about 25 bucks out of these. Obviously the polo shirts, they're so oversaturated. Unless I'm getting these for $1 and they have some crazy striped wild pattern to them, it's about the only reason I will pick these up anymore. And then typically, I'm only buying stuff with the newer tags. This is the older Ralph Lauren tag. If I'm buying the Ralph Lauren polo stuff, I'm getting stuff with the newer tag. I will put the a picture of the newer tag down below here so you guys can kind of see what the newer style tag looks like, because I don't know if I have anything in this video or not that shows the newer updated tag. But just a regular polo shirt. $18.49, nothing crazy, nothing fancy. But like I said, I'm pretty much not picking these up anymore unless I'm getting them for $1 or they're in a very large size. The bigs, the talls, that sort of stuff. I will definitely pick those up because those do sell pretty decent. Okay, this here's a Oakley polo shirt. I love selling Oakley stuff. I don't find it very often, but it does do pretty well. It goes great with the people with active lifestyle and that sort of stuff. I think younger people tend to like this. This is actually like a little heavier shirt, to be honest. This one for $21.49. Not a bad little shirt. It has the spell out on the back there. Oakley is usually distinguished by the nice big O. In t-shirts, polo shirts, that sort of stuff. You guys recognize that. Sunglass cases do really well. Oakley, most anything sells pretty decent. So keep an eye out for Oakley. Okay, this here is a Camel, just a leather, I guess, a cigarette lighter holder for like a Zippo lighter. It's kind of what it looks like. This was really easy. I picked up 2 of these at my local Goodwill. I was actually surprised I found these. You know, you never know what you're going to find in a thrift store or whatever, but I got these for 99 cents a piece. But yeah, just really nice Zippo lighter cover, had a magnetic latch, leather belt loop on it. They also have a spring inside. You definitely, if you happen to find these, run across them, make sure you find the ones with a spring. So when you push down on the lighter will pop out, and then you can grab it, pull it out, like your whatever whatever you're smoking that day. But anyway, like I say, I got 18.49 out of that, shipped first class. I got 2 of those, so basically I get about out of my $2, I'll make about close to 40 bucks, 35 probably after fees and what have you. So not too bad. Um, Vintage camel stuff actually does pretty decent. You gotta keep an eye out for some of the older camel stuff. Like I said, when I ran across this, I just thought it was a really neat item. This one sold really quick. I do have, like I said, one more in my inventory, so hopefully that one goes here shortly. This here's Eddie Bauer, real heavy wool, just kind of like a wool flannel type of shirt, outdoor shirt. I use hunting, fishing, is my keywords. I don't pick up a lot of Eddie Bauer stuff. This one here was just a more unique item, and it's got that red and green kind of huntery plaid type of stuff, but this, the nice Eddie Bauer outdoor. This went for $28.99 plus buyer paid shipping. Just went in just a little bubble priority mailers. It costs I think it cost me $6.90 to ship. You get these free from the USPS. If you guys are unfamiliar with that, you can order those. You can get a box of 100 or whatever right off of the United States Postal Service website. You can just order those there. Sometimes the post office has these as well. Mine keeps them behind the counter. They don't put them out where all the boxes are. So if I do happen to run low on some rare occasion or whatever, I can ask at the counter, and they will pull out they will dip into their reserves a little bit. But yeah, this is just a really nice shirt. Like I said, don't buy a lot of Eddie Bauer stuff. But this is one of those items that's just a little more unique and rare, and that's why I picked this up. Nerf. I love selling Nerf guns. If you guys have been watching in my Making Money Monday video series for any length of time, you guys have noticed I've especially in the summer, I love selling Nerf parts and accessories. The guns I pretty much just strip down. I'll throw them in a big lot. I throw them up on OfferUp, Let Go, Facebook Marketplace, whatever. I'll just put them in a big old bundle, and usually someone will give me, way more than I usually pay for them. I typically try not to pay more than $2 a gun. And then I just strip them all down, part them out. The clips are what I love to sell. They're probably my favorite thing to sell as far as Nerf stuff goes. The drum clips, any of the odd-shaped clips, the ones that shoot the discs, any of those, they usually always get some pretty good money. If you can find the long clips that hold like several rounds, bundle those all up together, they all go for some pretty good money, and they're typically pretty lightweight, so they ship, pretty easy. But this here is a 35 round drum clip. I got 25 bucks out of that. We had a garage sale at my house here a couple weeks ago, and I sold all the guns there. I just had them all bundled up, and I made some pretty good money off of all the guns. I always, like I said, I just strip all the pieces and parts, and they get a bunch of bare guns. So it works all the way around for me. But anyway, yeah, not too bad there. This here's Callaway Golf. Love picking up golf type shirts. Any of the dry fit type material shirts. The Callaway, Ping. I definitely pick those up. The Nike dry fits, I'm real careful with some of those, but if you can get them in the bigger sizes. But this was new with tags. I got this at my local Goodwill. This is one of those shirts that I think escaped the high pricers. In my local Goodwill, they price most anything that's new with tags gets priced with an orange tag, and they usually, it'll be 15 bucks, 10, 15, sometimes $20. And then you got to wait till they go half off. Before you can actually buy it for a decent price. But this one here, they actually missed, so I got this for $3.99, which is a great price for a brand new tag shirt. I sold this for $38.49 in just a couple days of me listing. A nice color, but yeah, just regular Callaway Golf OptiDry. I think it's the OptiDry. Yeah, the OptiDry polo shirt. Really nice shirt there. This here's a really nice item I picked up. It's just a vintage Brooks Brothers wool hat, I guess fedora or whatever you want to call it, size medium. Had this for just a little while, mostly because I think it's a medium, so it's a little smaller size. But the guy who bought this, he gave me feedback. I think he actually wrote me. He told me how much he loved this hat. He was super happy with it. So I guess I was happy that he was happy. But yeah, and this was made in Italy too. So if you guys run across stuff that's made in Italy, make sure you put Italy in your title. I know a lot of people like Italian-made stuff, but I got 36.49 out of that, and I think I only paid $1 for this hat. So nice little return there. All my hats get shipped in a box. I put them in a clear poly bag, and then I put them inside a cardboard box. All my hats go in boxes. This here is just a Minnesota Vikings tankard. Don't sell a lot of coffee mugs. I've been picking up a few more lately, just because kind of through the years and stuff like that, I've learned what ones sell. There's certain things that you can pick up on, but this is nice 3D etched, raised, whatever you want to call it, tankard. So it's a little bigger. Type of mug, beer stein, whatever you want to call it. So this Minnesota Vikings, this is like brand new. I think it was just like a collectible display piece the guy had. I paid $1 for this. Not too bad. I got $16.99 out of that, and the buyer paid shipping. So, most mugs are going to come in at that 2-pound rate. So take that into consideration when you're buying coffee mugs. It's going to cost you about somewhere at $7 to $9 to ship, depending on where the thing is going. So, okay, this here I picked up at a Goodwill, $1.50 day. We have a $1.50 day once a month at my local Goodwill or in my Goodwill region. I actually got this shirt because I thought it was kind of cool. I was eyeballing it for a while, but I just didn't want to pay the $2 or $3.99 for it. But this is a Neil Diamond 2005 Vintage Concert Tour shirt. Really cool shirt. I actually think I wore this once or twice just because I thought it was cool. Everybody loves Neil Diamond. But anyway, yeah, just a really nice shirt. Got a 18.49 out of that. Nothing crazy. It was a large size, and for $1, you know what I'm saying? You can't beat that. This here's Banana Republic. I don't pick up a lot of Banana Republic stuff. This one here was a little brighter, a little wild, what have you, so it kind of catches your eye. I tend to gravitate toward the more eye-catching items, because I figure if it catches my eye, it's probably going to capture a customer's eye. Sorry about that. I talk kind of fast sometimes. But anyway, yeah, just a nice long sleeve Banana Republic long sleeve dress shirt. I got 23.49 out of that. So the tag looks like, if you're not familiar with Banana Republic, nothing crazy, just a basic shirt. Like I said, I'm real hit and miss on Banana Republic. That stuff sells kind of, you just don't know how that one's going to go. So it's kind of one of those trial and error type of items. I love selling Harley stuff. I usually show Harley stuff in my video, in these types of videos. I typically only pick up the oddball colored stuff. I usually always leave the black ones unless they're brand new or have tags on them or have some crazy theme or something like that to them. Something different. I will pick that up. But just a regular, just a navy blue. This is just Harley Davidson. It has a Barton Shield logo, thunder and lightning on it. This is from Galena Harley Davidson, which is probably about an hour or so from where I live. $18.49 for that. Nothing crazy. And this sold in just a couple days of me listing it. So, it's just one of those deals that, quick sale. So here's Canali. Canali is a great brand to look out for. $23.49 I think is a horrible price for Canali, but the Canali dress shirts just do not sell well for me. The Canali suits, blazers, neckties, those sell great and for some amazing money. Dress shirts, on the other hand, just do not do well. I've had this particular shirt here, probably for almost 2 years. And to get $23.49 out of it, that's absolutely horrible. Just my opinion, but if you do the comps and stuff like that on used Canali shirts, it's pretty close about where it's trending. So just got to do your research. This is what the tag looks like. It's Canali made in Italy. Love selling shoes. Been selling a lot more shoes lately. Just the ROI on shoes is great. But these here are a really nice pair of Brooks Ghosts. Really nice shoe. I like the color of these, honestly. It's kind of the red, white, and blue. These went for $40 plus make the buyer pay shipping. I made the buyer pay shipping, or the buyer paid shipping, however you want to take that. Boy, it sounded horrible there at first. But yeah, just a really nice pair of Brooks running shoes. It's typically kind of how I do my shoes. I tried to show as much of these shoes as possible, but yeah, just a really nice pair of shoes. Sold this Pittsburgh Steelers is a vintage Salem sportswear, just Steelers t-shirt, really nice, dual-sided. It's from '95. I got $21 out of that. Football season's starting, so people are going to start. Obviously, I've sold that mug, sold this. NFL stuff's going to start moving now. It's just that time of year. These here, another pair of shoes. This is a pair of Cole Haans. These are basically new without box. I got 69 bucks out of these, plus buyer paid shipping. Just really nice, like a snakeskin. Maybe call them like a tally wedge. I'm slowly learning women's shoes. But yeah, just a really nice pair of shoes. Lady who bought these loved them. And these also have the Nike Air. A lot of the Cole Haans have the Nike Air. One thing when you're doing your listing, if you're listing Cole Haan shoes and they do have the Nike Air, you cannot use Cole Haan and Nike in your title. You can use the Nike in your description, but not in the title because it's like a keyword spamming or something like that. But it will flag you when you're doing your listing if you try to use Cole Haan and Nike together. So just a little heads up when you're composing your title for these shoes. Chicago Cubs bucket hat. I like selling the bucket hats. They typically do pretty well. This one here is a large. This came from the Lincoln Park Zoo, which is a zoo in Chicago. It's kind of like a public zoo, actually. Um, yeah, just a nice little hat. This went for 18 bucks, free ship. Nothing crazy. Paid $1 for that. All right, this is an item I don't share all the time, but I just figured, you know what, I sold another one of these. I'll take it, I'll throw it in this listing. You guys have heard me talk about this maybe on the reseller six-pack. You've probably, maybe heard me talk about these a couple other occasions. I love selling theme Monopoly pieces and parts. I never sell the whole game unless it's like a new sealed game or something like that. One, it's just expensive to ship. Typically, I mean, a board game is going to cost 12 to 17 bucks, depending on, to ship a big board game. So I typically don't like to do that. So what I do is I only pick up the Monopoly themed ones. This here was Monopoly United States Army. The lady messaged me and said she wanted the chance cards and one hotel. And wanted me to make her some deal on that, and I said, well, if I do that, obviously, I can't sell the hotels no more, and I said, I'm just going to have the property cards in the manual, and I said, I really don't want to break this up. I said, so it's kind of an all or nothing deal. I'm sorry. And she wrote me back. She says, no worries, and she took and bought it. So I sold that for, like I said, this was all just the pieces, the chance cards, the houses, hotels, whatever you want to call it, and the manual. So I've got $16.49 out of that, free shipping. It only cost me, I think, $2.66, something like that, maybe $3 something to ship. Nothing crazy. And then I've already sold all the tokens. I think I got 20 some dollars out of the tokens on this set. There was like a tank, there was a helicopter, bunch of just different military pieces. So I made some really good money on this. These theme sets go well. This is typically how I do these. Actually, I got a couple of these sitting around. Pretty much I just kind of pack them up and make like one of these little bundles, and then these slip in the little 6x9. I have some eBay 6x9 bubble mailers that I use, but I just have all the houses, the hotels, property cards. This one here actually has the money. I don't normally do the money unless the money's in really, really good shape and I can tell it's all there. And then I usually do the tokens separately. Like this is a Monopoly NASCAR. I have all the tokens in this one, so this is just a token set for Monopoly NASCAR. And then I have a Monopoly NASCAR. This is just the property cards, and then like the chance and community chest cards. So I will sell this individually as well, kind of like with the dog. Yeah, like you can see, this here is the Monopoly the dog series. There are a lot of these like Monopoly type of games out there, but they're usually like, they'll say like Dogopoly, Horseopoly, this whatever, Catopoly, Farmopoly. Those are not Monopoly, actual like Milton Bradley Monopoly games. I only pick up the official Monopoly, it has the actual Monopoly logo on it. I only pick up those theme type games, and then I will just part them out. These, like I said, these little packs usually ship for about $3, and I get anywhere from $15 to about $20, some a little more, depending on what the theme is and the rarity of the item. So just a little something to keep an eye out for. I think Goodwill, I honestly have not seen a theme Monopoly game in any Goodwill around me in probably over a year, so I think that might be one of the items that Goodwill keeps an eye on. They maybe send to their Goodwill online. I don't know. I know there's a lot of items that you just don't see anymore, and that is one. They always put out the regular ones, but I never see theme Monopoly games. So I typically only find these at garage sales, occasionally on Facebook Marketplace or something. Somebody has like a lot of games, I will, I'll grab them, and I typically will only pick them up as long as all the tokens are there. The tokens are more the hot item, because you can use any of the tokens with any of the game sets. Some people are just, they want to whatever it is, to go with their Monopoly. Monopoly is a hugely popular game. Moving on. Okay, just a regular Nike dry fit shirt. I got a bunch of these Nike polo shirts at a garage sale this year for $1. Guy just had a ton of them. I had to really go through them because the one thing with these dry fit type of performance shirts and stuff is they snag real easy. So when you pick these up, you want to be very, very careful that there's no snags or pulls, anything like that in them. Like I said, I got them for $1 because I bundled a whole bunch of them together. He had a lot of them. I was able to put them all together, so I got them for like $1 a piece. So not too bad. Got $21.49 on this. Not too bad. Just a basic, just Nike golf polo shirt, whatever you want to call it. So these things do well, especially in the summer. It's a pair of Crocs. I pick up a few Crocs here and there. I only get the odd-looking Crocs. I don't get the typical run-of-the-mill, what people deem as, a Croc. They have all different styles and types now. So those are the ones I typically pick up. They usually go between 20, in the $20 to $35 range. So if you can get them cheap, definitely pick them up. And if they're in really, really good condition, don't be afraid to grab them. And they're super lightweight. So these here I paid $3 for these. And sold it for $21.49 plus buyer paid shipping. So not too bad for just a pair of Crocs. Nothing crazy shoes there. I got this during Goodwill's $1.50 day. I only picked it up just because it's beer. Something a little different, but this is Red Stripe Lager. It's a Jamaican type of beer. This sold actually pretty quick, to be honest, and it was super crisp. Like I don't even think this should have been worn. So I just kind of I listed as pre-owned, obviously, but I just wrote very good, like new. Be careful using, like new condition because that's kind of subjective. But anyway, I got $18.49 out of that. Free ship, not too bad. These here are a pair of Leapfrog infrared remote control extenders. I think I got these at my local Goodwill or a garage sale. I think I only paid like $2 or $3 for these. Nothing crazy. Just basically extend your range of a remote control. Got $32.49 out of those. Nice little sale there. This here is kind of like a live trap. I have a heart live trap for like mice and chipmunks, that sort of stuff, just small rodents. I actually left this. I found this at my local Goodwill. I think it had $3 on it. I left it and I came home, kind of looked it up, and I was like, you know what, if it's there, I was like, I'm going to go stop back. I usually only go to my local Goodwill maybe once a week, occasionally twice, especially in the summer. And like I said, I've been working about 12-hour days lately, so I'm just tired. I don't have time to go and do that, go spend another hour at the thrift. By the time I drive to the thrift store, run through there real fast, get back home, I pretty much killed another hour. So, but I did go back, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to see if they have that trap. I'll go pick that up, and if they got something else new floating around, I'll grab that. So anyway, I grabbed this live trap. Sold it for $26.49. Sold in a couple weeks of me listing it, so not too bad. I got these at a garage sale. I think I paid 50 cents a piece for these. It's grilling season. It's summer. Everybody's outside. This is some firewire. But anyway, there's 2 cables in each package, so it's for doing like kebabs. You can kind of see how how they do those. So anyway, I tried to put as many pictures as I could in here. These are really easy to do. I got $18.49 out of that. They ship first class, so I probably made, I don't know, $14 or so on this total. Not too bad. It was something easy to list, real quick to get up. Just recently acquired a whole bunch, not a whole bunch, but I got a nice little purchase of a whole bunch of New Seal DVDs, mostly all box sets or multiple type DVDs. And I got them really cheap. Somebody reached out to me, contacted me. They said, hey, you saw a lot on eBay. And I said, well, I saw a little bit. They said, well, would you be interested in some movies? Well, not typically. I'm not interested in a lot of DVDs because that's what I assumed that they had was just, their stockpile of DVDs. There's like, no, there's a lot of them are all brand new. And I'm like, oh, well, I'd be interested. So brought a bunch over to my house in some boxes. And they said, make me an offer on them. I kind of thumbed through them. There was a ton of box sets. I didn't realize they were all box sets. When we talked, they just assumed they were just single discs. Box sets typically go for some pretty decent money. Like I said, typically they do. I happen to see a lot of older box sets in there, so I was like, these are probably going to be worth some good money. I didn't even bother scanning them or looking at them. I shot them a number. Pretty much everything worked out for what I paid, about $1 a movie, which was great, especially for a box set. And anyway, so I got a few of those already up and listed. This was one of those movies. This here is called Timepiece in the Christmas Box. It's a double feature. Basically, I had about $1 into this. Sold the day I listed it. Actually, it sold within just a couple hours of me listing it. This went for $28.49, so a great little return there. These are real easy to get up and list. It only costs a couple bucks to ship, and you can ship them medium mail. So that's one thing nice with the box sets. They do go medium mail because some of them are heavy. This here's just another pair of Cole Haans, and these are real narrow. I was a little nervous about picking these up because they're super narrow. These are 9 AA, and then the more I got thinking about it, a AA, there's probably not as many of them out there, so I might be able to get a little bit more money. Because somebody that's got that narrow of a foot probably doesn't have as many options. So, and these are really nice Cole Haans. These are like brand new. They were in super good shape and condition. I paid $3 for these. Actually at a garage sale, so I was surprised to find those. The lady looked at me kind of odd when I scooped them up, but I said, it is what it is. Actually, I got another item that I bought at the same garage sale that I'll show you here. I think I selected a little later in this video as well. So, but anyway, yeah, another pair of Cole Haans. I love picking up Cole Haans. They usually do pretty decent. Another Harley Davidson shirt, nothing crazy, but this is just, a little different. It's multicolored, what have you, kind of 3/4 sleeves. This is vintage. This is actually from 2002, and it was in extremely good shape and condition. So really nice shirt there. So here's a really nice find. This pair of vintage Converse shoes. I actually took a best offer. The guy sent me an offer, asked me if I'd take $80 for these. So sure, basically he got free shipping. I'm totally fine with that. I was into these shoes somewhere between $5 and $10. I'm thinking I may have paid $10 for these. I know I didn't pay more than 10, but typically my shoe price range is, I like to stay about the $5 range depending on what the shoe is. But these are a really nice pair of vintage Converse. If you can find the Converse that look like this, but they have where they say 1 star on the back, those there do really well. But like I said, just a really nice pair of vintage Converse shoes. Size 12, look at these things they've hardly been worn. They had a little bit of gunk in the bottom. I usually try to get all that out, but and I did put brand new laces in these. Something I do with some of my shoes, not all of them, but the laces were a little janky, and I was like, you know what, a thing of laces is only going to cost me about a buck and a half. So I put brand new laces in these shoes, so they looked really nice. And after I got the shoes, especially after I got the shoes all cleaned up, these things cleaned up super, super good. So, yeah, I was definitely happy with that sale. $80, not too bad. This here's just a vintage PlayStation 1 memory card. I picked this up at a garage sale. I featured this, I think, in a haul video. I think me and my wife did. But anyway, yeah, nothing crazy, just new old stock on card. This actually sold, I think, the day I listed it, maybe this next day. Paid a buck for this. I got $28.49. One of my gamer buddies was after this thing pretty bad, but I told him, I said I was going to want about $30 for it. He was trying to find something that we could trade. He really didn't have any. He's a big gamer. I'm not so much. I'm more of a flipping games kind of guy. So yeah, he's more of a collector. So this was right up his alley, and he really didn't want to spend the money for this. So I said, well, I'm going to put it up. If I sell it, I sell it. If I don't, I don't. But anyway, yeah, this sold, I think, like I said, a day or two of me listing this as well. So this one for $28.49, super lightweight, shipped a 6x9 little bubble mailer. So not too bad there. This here's Brooks Brothers St. Andrews Lynx, just a polo golf shirt. I don't pick up a lot of Brooks Brothers stuff. I only pick up the more rare stuff or oddball stuff, and this is a size small. I never pick up smalls, like I said, unless it's a little more odd or rare. But this here is the St. Andrews Lynx. This is what the tag looks like. I believe the St. Andrews Lynx is a golf course over in like Europe, England, over that way, across the pond. Somebody please correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, these shirts here do a little bit better than some of the other ones. But it was a nice color and what have you. So really, really, really nice shirt, and it had like the little logo there on the back. So nice shirt. It's another one of those DVDs from that lot that I picked up. This here's just a Mission Impossible trilogy. There's Mission Impossible 1, 2, and 3 in it. Got $21.49 out of that. It's not too bad. I only had $1 into this, which is a great price for a box set. This is a really nice Harley shirt. I probably should ask a little bit more for this just because I like the theme of it. It's from the Bahamas, so, something a little different. But yeah, just really nice Harley t-shirt. It's kind of like a gold color and like that. It's old vintage, Harley, but yeah, from Nassau in the Bahamas. So yeah, really nice shirt. 1849. That's typically most of my Harley t-shirts go in that range, but like I said, I normally just pick up the colored ones. Uh, Selling a lot of hats lately. Been doing really well with hats. This here's a vintage Northwestern University snapback hat. It's from the Rose Bowl 1996. Got 27.49 out of that. Not too bad. So, new old stock, new tags, whatever you want to call it. So, real nice hat. I didn't have this one in my inventory very long either. This was, I don't know, maybe a month tops. So, that's a pretty quick sale for hat. So here's Southern Tide. Southern Tide's a great brand to keep an eye out for. This is what the tag looks like. It's got the little skipjack on it. This one here, I think this sold in maybe about 2 months. It did have the Mizzou logo on the sleeve. Probably with football season coming, college starting up or whatever. Someone might have bought this. I forgot to, excuse me, actually check and see where this shirt was going. This is a medium. Typically, like I said, I don't pick up a lot of mediums and smalls unless it's something special. But yeah, so not a bad little shirt. I'm not a big fan of the color, but it had the Mizzou going for it. Had the skipjack. It has a little skipjack logo there on the chest. Keep an eye out for that. And that's what the tag looks like, guys. This here's really good sale. I showed this on my Instagram here just a couple days ago. But this here is a vintage Dale Earnhardt Wrangler jeans snapback hat. This is brand new old stock. I acquired a bunch of, not a bunch, but I mean probably about 15 to 20 vintage brand new trucker hats, snapback hats, whatever you want to call them here. A couple weeks ago, finally got around to listing a few of them. Listed this one for 75 bucks. It sold in like 6 days. But yeah, this is just a really cool. This is back when Dale Earnhardt drove for Wrangler. That was before, the Goodyear, Goodrich, all that stuff. I mean, it's still Goodrich, but I think his original number, this is a 3. I think his original car number actually used to be 2, if I'm not mistaken. But I was at another garage sale after I purchased this hat. I think it was the following week, and I ran across somebody selling these little cars, and they were new in package. And I was like, oh my gosh, this will be perfect to bundle with that hat. Now, sometimes, guys, you need to think outside the box a little bit, because there are a few of these hats out there on eBay and stuff like that. But I picked this up. I think I paid $1.50 for this, so probably I had $3 total into the hat and this item here. So this just kind of helped my item stand out apart from some of the other people just selling just hats. It's still light enough to go first class. All my hats go in a box anyway. So I threw this in there a lot as kind of like an added bonus. So I have another Dale Earnhardt hat up as well that I found a car that matched that one. It's a special Olympic version hat. So I found the car that he drove during that matches the hat. And I have that one up as well. So it's really just a different way to kind of help promote your items, stand out from the crowd. That's something you definitely want to learn to do, is stand out from your competition a little bit. But yeah, this was a super nice hat. I mean, look at that thing. That thing is just awesome. But I got $74.49 out of that. Really nice hat. This is just another one of them basic Nike, just dry fit polo shirts, polo golf shirts. Nothing crazy. $18.49. It's another one of them box sets from that lot that I purchased. Like I said, I got a few of them. This sold the day I listed it, within just a couple hours. This is the Greatest American Hero. I don't know if you guys are my age. You guys might remember this show. This is pretty crazy. But anyway, yeah, this was season 1 and season 3. I don't know where season 2 was, but hey, that's okay. So I threw them together. Got $38.49 out of that, plus buyer paid shipping. So not too bad there. And like I said, these DVDs, box sets, I was into these for about $1 a piece. So not too bad. And like I said, it was super quick sale there. So yeah, Greatest American Hero. Definitely might want to keep an eye out for that box set there, guys, because like I said, that one sold super fast. Sold this vintage, well, not vintage, but just old Cobra radar detector. I picked this up at a garage sale. Cobra is a really good brand. I think I got this for $1 or $2. I actually threw it on the dash of my car and showed it was working. You can see the lights up, and what have you. But yeah, nothing crazy. Just a real old school radar detector. You know, and I did throw the serial number in there. That way I don't have to worry about no bait and switch. But anyway, guys, yes, that was that. Just something different. This here's a really cool mug. Loves, like I said, I pick up some oddball mugs every once in a while. I'm not big into mugs, but if there's something that really stands out, I will grab it. I found two of these. I think I got them for a quarter or 50 cents a piece. These are Disney. This is from Finding Dory. This is Hank the Octopus. Um, yeah, it's got the Disney logo there on the bottom. That's Disney Store, maybe. This is nope, just as yeah, it is from the actually. So this was produced at the Disney, or this was available at the Disney Store. But just a really cool type of mug. I got 28.49 out of that plus the buyer paid shipping. So really nice, and I actually have one more of these available. So if anyone is interested in a crazy mug like this, go ahead and hit me up. I'd be more than happy to sell it to you. Another one of them DVDs. This is the first season of Silk Stockings. This one here, obviously not a home run by any means, but I got 10 bucks out of that. Not crazy. I'll take it. This pair of FootJoy golf shoes. I got 28.49. FootJoy is a great brand to look out for. There's a ton of them out there, so just kind of be careful. But especially right now, this time of year, the golf stuff always does well. I typically pick up golf shoes if they're in really good shape and condition. They do clean up pretty decent. But yeah, like I said, I got 28.49 plus buyer paid shipping. This is Duluth Trading Company. The reason I kind of picked this one to share with you guys, Duluth Trading Company does pretty well, not necessarily in the t-shirts, but their jeans, anything that's kind of oddball, their jeans, jackets, outdoor wear, that sort of stuff does pretty decent. Some of their shirts are okay, but just some of more of their oddball type stuff does sell well. I think I got this during Goodwill's $1.50 day. So I was only into this for $1.50. It was a nice color, it was one of them kind of brighter colors. So it's the only reason I kind of picked this shirt up. But anyway, that's kind of what their little tag looks like. So keep an eye out for oddball Duluth trading type of stuff. I think I got one more item. Oh yeah. Okay, so I just showed this on my Instagram just the other day. I just picked this up. I actually got where I got the green Cole Haan shoes. A lot of times I've been asking about ashtrays. I'm going to give a shout out to my buddy Mike over at Newfound Past. Mike sells a lot of ashtrays, and I talk to Mike off and on once in a while. And I love to smoke cigars, so anyway, I'm always on the lookout for cigar ashtrays just for my own self, my personal collection. But some of these ashtrays go for some pretty good money. Anyway, I happened to ask if lady asked if I was looking for anything in particular. I said I was looking for some ashtray, like cigar ashtrays. She said she had one on a table. I didn't happen to see it. Actually, she said it was on her quarter table. So I ran over there, took a look at it, and anyway, I was like, for a quarter, you know what, I'll take it. I brought it home. I didn't think anything about it. It's a really small ashtray. But anyway, like I said, I got looking at it, and I started to do some comps on it just to see what this thing was going for. I figured this is no more than a $10 ashtray. And then come to find out, this is a signed ashtray. Now it's very hard to see in this picture here. And I don't know if I can zoom in on it, but this is I believe it's pronounced Steuben or Steuben, but you can see it's kind of etched into there. I know it's going to be very difficult with this photo. But yeah, just a really nice signed ashtray. And this thing's only about not quite 4 inches around. So just really cool item. I had to try it out. I put one of my own cigars in there and I used it. Some lady actually left me a comment. Said, "Oh, great!" I said, "Now you're going to send it off. It's going to smell like cigars." No, obviously I'm going to take and clean this thing and what have you. So, oh, sweet. Sorry, just had another sale. So actually, it was a really good sale. I guess I'll show you guys that in the next sales update. So anyway. Yeah, so these old ashtrays do really well. I've had some pretty good luck with it. Like I said, I did show this on my Instagram. If you guys want to check out my Instagram, you guys can do that. It's parrothead_picker. Or just type in parrothead picker. I think my little parrot logo pops up. You guys can, like I said, follow me there. You guys can ask me questions, see some of my little bit of my personal life I do share over there as well. So anyway, guys, that's all my eBay sales that I picked here. I'm going to jump over to Poshmark. I think I get just a few Poshmark sales. I just haven't been overly active over there. Obviously, it shows. Like I said, today, hopefully, I can get around to getting a few more things listed and up. And I did do some sharing on there last night because I knew I was going to be off today, so I was up a little bit later. So I did try and share a couple people's closets. There's some of you guys that are absolutely wonderful about sharing my stuff almost on a regular basis. So I definitely want to give you guys a shout out. It does not go unrecognized, and I do try to get to you whenever I can. But yeah, definitely appreciate you guys taking in watching my store and sharing my items and stuff like that. Definitely appreciate it, and it does not go unnoticed. So anyway, guys, jump over to the Poshmark sales. Okay, guys, jump into my Poshmark store over here real quick, and I'll show you some of the items that we sold over the past couple weeks over on Poshmark. Like I said, not a lot of stuff, but I think I got one or two items that I actually made some okay money on. First up, so these really nice Ariat boots. These are nice men's leather Ariat boots. Ariat's a really good brand to look out for if you find some Ariat jeans, shirts, that sort of stuff. It's kind of like a Western brand. It's like a little ankle boot. I got 75 bucks out of those. Really nice sale there. One thing nice about selling shoes, especially these heavy shoes on Posh, I mean, it was really cheap to ship. So, they only had to pay that $5 or $6.49 shipping. So that was really, really good. On eBay, these things probably would have been, close to probably 10 bucks to ship. So probably made a little bit more money over here on Posh selling these things. So yeah, just a really nice boot. So you can see that's what the inside looks like. That's what the Ariat, and then I don't know if I have a picture of the logo with the Ariat logo. No, I don't have one. But anyway, guys, yeah, really nice. Ariat's a really good brand to look out for. This here's Arkansas Razorback, just Nike dry fit tee, golf, golf shirt or whatever. I got 25 bucks out of that. Not too bad. A lot of my shirts and stuff like that now I've been putting a little logo up here in the top, so it kind of stands out because some of your items you can't tell what they are, but you see Nike or you'll see it's Ralph Lauren or it's Brooks Brothers or it's whatever up here at the top. Just something a little different I've been doing over here on Poshmark. Just kind of draw your eye to the item. This here is a Sturgis Black Hills Rally t-shirt, nothing crazy. I got 20 bucks out of that. I think I have another Sturgis shirt, Black Hills Rally available as well, but yeah, just a basic, just Sturgis shirt. Sturgis always does really decent, nothing crazy. And I think last, I sold actually 3 pairs of these Lucky jeans, all for 25 bucks a pop. So I'm not showing off, they're all identical jeans. But anyway, the lady kind of, bless her heart, she kind of screwed up. I wish she would have added these all to a bundle. It was something I didn't know how to do. It was combine the shipping on these for her. So she actually paid the $6.49 shipping on each pair of these pants. We did kind of talk about this a little bit on Poshmark Talk on the last edition that we did of that. I think that was on Tanya Thrifty Treasures channel. Could have been Dwayne Hale's Mothership Products or Lauren Hot Chic Thrifts. I can't remember which. I just remember it wasn't on my channel. So if you guys sell on Poshmark or maybe new to Poshmark, that we do have a Facebook group called Poshmark Talk. It's pretty much hosted by Tanya Thrifty Treasures, Lauren Hot Chic Thrift, myself and Dwayne Mothership Products all kind of are on that. So we got a couple guys on there and a real seasoned veteran in Lauren, and then Tanya is a very, very knowledgeable person as well, just in all sorts of stuff. So very versed reseller. So anyway, yeah, so you guys could check out that Facebook group there, see when we're going to do a show next. Probably doing one here pretty shortly. I think it's been a couple weeks since we've done one. We'll talk about, just stuff Poshmark related, answer your questions and what have you. So, but anyway, yeah, like I said, I'd sold, lady bought 3 identical pairs of these Lucky Brand 361 vintage jeans, and she bought all 3 of them, but she did them all separately instead of adding them to a bundle. So that's one thing, definitely want to encourage your people to add stuff to a bundle over on Poshmark. I even offer a bundle discount. If you're unfamiliar what a bundle discount is, basically it's like an automatic discount if they add at least a minimum of 2 items to their sale. It'll automatically give them 10% off, and then we can kind of go from there. But anyway, guys, that's pretty much my Poshmark sales. That was my eBay sales. Let me jump out of here real fast. All right, pretty much going to wrap up this video, guys. I want to thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys got a little bit of value out of this. You might have learned something today. If you have any questions or comments, like I previously said, feel free to leave them in the comments section below. Or you guys can hit me up my email. You guys hit me up on Instagram, whatever. And I'm more than happy to answer them and get back to you. But anyway, guys, yeah, that's going to do it. That's my time. Thanks for watching, and as always, fins up, everybody. Bye-bye. Have a great day.